So welcome everyone. My name is Nick Hershey. I am the president of the Mortgage Calculator. We are a non-delegated correspondent lender that operates a little bit differently. So I'd like to thank everybody for joining us. We can go through a little bit about what makes us different and special. Then we'll pass it over to Kyle, our COO, who will go over an actual demo of the back end of how some of the stuff we're going to talk about works. And then we'll close it out with Jose Gonzalez, our sales manager with 20 years of experience, to put more of the traditional spin in putting this all together. So let me go ahead and share my screen and explain a little bit more of what we mean here. So hopefully most of you have checked this out, but again, let me just go over and explain a little bit more about what makes us different. So we come from a little bit of a different background. We are not your traditional bankers. We come from a marketing and technology background, and we're all about generating leads at scale. So we are all about leads and using our system in order to properly optimize those leads with our CRM, POS, LOS software all built in, and we have the AI built in as well, which is the newest feature there. So everything in one system, and it's all about the leads for us. So as I mentioned before, we are a non-delegated correspondent lender, but we're not here from your traditional banker. We want to give you guys tools and platforms to empower you guys to scale your business up instantly. So what does that mean? Whether it's company leads or self-generated leads, we want to give you a platform, a CRM, a system that allows you to generate leads every day and plug and play into the system. So when you plug into the system, what you're already doing, you can generate more leads from the business you're already generating, or you can plug into our system and supercharge it with our leads as well. So let's talk a little bit more about the business model here. As I mentioned, we're non-delegated, and that's because we found that that's the best business model for us. So we've built this in all the different platforms and business models, from an FDIC bank to broker to non-del to del. And we found that non-delegated correspondent is the best because we're approved with over 120 lenders and investors, where we can do both broker and correspondent loans, whatever is best for our borrower. Typically, that's going to be the 5,000 plus loan programs we can do with us as the lender, funding the loans with our own money with our 34 correspondent investors. And that's why we're always going to have the best rates and pricing, because even at the same investor, we even get better pricing because we're funding the loans with our own money and using our own law firm to draw the docs, and all the risk that comes with that comes the reward of better pricing. Now, if there's any reason we can't fund the loan with our own money in-house, that's no problem. We have over 110 wholesale lenders that we partner with for anything that falls outside the box that we may not be able to fund. So what does that mean for you and your clients? Is we have every loan program imaginable, from the standard stuff, VA, USDA, FHA, Fannie, Freddie, non-QM, DSCR, all the stuff we do in-house, to some of the stuff outside the box, like commercial, mixed use, CDFI, SBA, fix and flip, ground up construction, that kind of stuff we would typically partner with a brokered outlet for. So what's important for us is that we have an outlet for every loan or every lead that comes in. And we have the AI built in, as we mentioned. We call our AI Calvin, AI Loan Officer Assistant. So he's there to help push you through at every different step, from setting the quota to pushing that loan through and getting your conditions done and all that great stuff. Now, how do we make this all happen? Again, it's all about our platform and our technology. So we want to build a platform for you guys to plug into in order to scale up. So where does that start? With the website that you're looking at now, which is the same website you guys will get, which is our lead generating website with the AI, POS, CRM, LOS all built into one. And it's built for us, by us. Really what that means for you and your customers is one login for you, one login for your customer, no matter which way we go, broker, correspondent, no matter which one of our 120 different investors we use, there's only going to be one login for you and one login for your customers. So your prospects can instantly flow from the basics, name, email, phone number, to pulling their own live rates, completing their own 1003, pulling their own credit, putting their liabilities into our Encompass-based platform. But you don't have to log into Encompass because we run it all through our system. We also have our instant rate quotes built in. So if you quote your client with our in-house non-delegated rates, where we have it all programmed with our 5,000 loan options, we can automatically requote as the rates go up and down, like they are this week. Lots of requotes going out every single day. And we do this all with our API integration. So we use all the same systems you guys are used to, but you don't have to go anywhere to log in. So Encompass-based system, don't have to log into Encompass. You just use the CRM, and it's all based on Encompass. Same thing with pricing, Optimal Blue, industry standard for pricing, but you don't need a login for Optimal Blue. You just click the button. Meridian Link, credit reports, just click a button. Account check, VOE, VOI, just click a button. Appraisal work, 6 AMCs at the click of a button, no logins needed. So you see how it makes it a lot easier for you and your customers, when you can do everything at the click of a button. We also have our instant flyers and business cards. Again, once you set it up, put your face in there. We'll go ahead and print up instant business cards and flyers you can use to promote yourself. You can also capture leads on the website with no form required. Pretty cool feature we have where your customers may be browsing. You'll know once they're browsing, you can capture them and go ahead and get them ready for a loan. You can also automate your social media posting. So once you get those flyers built up, we'll automate that, post flyers for you every day with your lead link so that every lead that you generate goes directly to you. And we have the AI built in with our Calvin dual Oz. So dual Oz is a feature of a lot of systems there, but ours not only runs dual Oz side by side, but you can have Calvin AI analyze it and see which may be best for your borrower. And we add new features every week, so our development staff is on hand to put out new features if you need to request those, which is a pretty cool add-on there. Now, we are also found that all of the different models were definitely lacking some trainings and support, especially in the remote-based world. So even though we're remote-based, we want to be able to have everything at the tip of your fingers there. So our remote-based learning centers, like a classroom, 24/7, 365, you can get in there and take courses, upgrade to the next level, do all the things you need to do. And then we also do trainings every single day as a live podcast style training. So our live mortgage rates podcast, 5 days a week, every morning, we do our live rates and a deep dive into a program. 5 days per week, we do our sales training, get you guys pumped up on different topics to get you out there motivated. And we do our in-depth loan officer training, more about like conditions and loan level issues, 2 days per week, all live on YouTube and podcast platforms. We also have our live Zoom support. So again, we're remote based, but you can pop into the virtual office there, the Zoom support. Our team can take over your computer, click the button you need to click, and help you get unstuck. And we have our knowledge center with thousands of articles, not just from us, but our partners. So tips, tricks, guidelines, matrices, videos, all kinds of different resources from our hundreds of partners and us as well, all at the click of a button. And we have the AI built in for our compliance. So we have him programmed with all of the federal regulations, as well as the state regulations for the states we're licensed in. So you can get a quick answer from our Calvin Compliance AI feature. And the last category here, just some things that don't necessarily fit in the other boxes, but definitely important. We love to do our DSCR business purpose loans, and we can do those in 44 states. So you can actually do loans without necessarily having to get new licenses in many states. That's definitely a great feature. We have unlimited daily leads. Kyle will show you all the different ways the leads come in, but we want to make it very simple, 50-50 split. Wherever you get them, if the company pays for them, no problem, grab them, and it's a simple split there. Again, you can plug and play and automate your lead generation at scale. So whether you need to set up campaigns, have us set them up for you, or you need to have us just integrate in your campaigns and have those imported, we have that set up for you. Anybody on the team can click a button and refer a deal to their teammates. So if there's any reason that you're uncomfortable, have a conflict of interest, maybe not licensed in the state, click a button. You can still earn 75 basis points for referring that deal to one of your teammates who maybe have more experience or may have the license that's required. We have instant payroll available. So at the click of a button, once your deal is closed, you can either wait for the standard lender payroll, or you can click a button to request instant payroll there. And there's no monthly fees, no hidden fees, no desk fees, no technology fees. Everything that you see here is exactly what you get. And the final thing here in the list, definitely something that we love to do instead of, since everybody's remote, we want to be able to meet everybody at least face to face. And we do that every year in Miami here at our Yacht Party VIP retreat. So come on down to Miami. We'll pay for your room for anybody that's active in closing loans, and you can meet everybody face to face. And here's the video. If you drop off, you can go ahead and watch the replay here. But let's go ahead and talk about the comp plans. So we'll start on the left. Obviously, everybody wants to be a senior loan officer, no problem. 225 basis points is the base comp there. That's on conventional non-QM. The loans we're all used to there. That's 2.25% commission. And simple 50-50 split. So if you take any company leads, 112.5 basis points on company leads. That's 1.125% commission. So our senior loan officers are for those that are experienced and pass the courses, obviously. But once you are, you're going to get everything that everybody does on the team. But also you're going to now receive those referrals from your teammates. So when your team clicks that button and needs assistance, that will go to you. So it not only comes as a lead, it's really a referral, but it also comes with a teammate that's going to help you out. Obviously, no restrictions there for our senior team members. unlimited access to all the different lead sources. So Kyle will show you all the different ways they come in. No restrictions there. And for those that like to teach, once you understand the system here, oh, sorry, this one is the bonus. So 25 basis points bonus for anything over 2 million for those that are rocking and rolling. And for those that like to teach, that's the next bullet here, the team leader upgrade. So if you want to teach and help people structure their deals, once you have it under control and ready to teach some people to structure their loans and disclose their loans, you can earn 25 basis points on that. And to become a senior loan officer, you need to have experience. Not many places allow you to do broker and correspondent. It is different, and our system is different. Once you learn the system, once you have some experience, go ahead and take the courses and upgrade to senior loan officer when you are ready. Everybody's going to start as a loan officer, still have access to everything here. 150 basis points on conventional non-QM, that's 1.5%. Again, 50-50 split on the leads, so 75 basis points on any company leads while you're getting the hang of it. And you'll have access to, as we mentioned, non-delegated or broker with 120 investors or lenders. Have access to our whole system with the lead generating website, CRM, everything you're about to see here that Kyle's going to show you. Have access to our AI loan officer assistant and all the different lead sources Kyle will show you here at a 50-50 split. And if you're ever uncomfortable or don't have the license, click that button, refer a deal to the senior loan officer that's ready to go, and you can still earn 75 basis points for referring those deals. We are licensed at 23 states for primary and second homes. That means you can do 21 additional states, business purpose, DSCR, commercial deals. So definitely an opportunity to expand your footprint. And again, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and upgrade to senior loan officer. For those of you that are already producing and already have experience, 6 loans in the last 12 months at minimum, and can pass the courses, you can go ahead and sign up directly as a senior loan officer here. So that's the difference between the plans. So let's have Kyle now show you a little bit of how the back end works here. So you ready, Kyle?
Yep, absolutely. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. So of course, when you come on board, we do full trainings on this, but just want to point out a couple things here in our system. This is our CRM. You'll see here, just like any other CRM, you create your notes, send your emails, send your text. You can actually click a button here to have our AI assistant create your text and emails for you as well automatically, which is pretty cool. And then, of course, it builds up the timeline here. You can set reminder tasks for yourself. You can put people on drip campaigns, action plans to email them and text them from you automatically over the course of years, all that kind of good stuff, right? But what really starts to set us apart here is our quoting system. So here, with our quoting system, you can fill in just a few pieces of info here. And within a minute or two, you can press one button here to pull all the rate sheets from all of our different investors, select the rates that you want to show to your client, and it sends an email and a text to your client instantly. So within a few minutes, you can pop them out a nice quote that looks like this here, where they can see their rate choices. They could scroll over these things and see what they mean. It pulls in the Google map automatically. It pulls in the Zestimate automatically, has the proposed loan info here, does the monthly breakdown automatically of the taxes, insurance, all that, the estimated lender fees here. And then of course you here as the loan originator, and you can attach your realtors to this. So your realtor partners absolutely love this because they know when they send you a client, not only can you send them a nice quote like this within minutes, but you're going to attach the realtor to the quote. You're keeping them in front of their client's face saying, hey, we are your team that's pushing this deal across the finish line. So your realtors, they absolutely love it. Now, let's talk about what happens when they click start my loan application. So this is one of the coolest parts here. Your client can then just click start my loan application. And what that does is that takes them right to their borrower portal right away. So let me show you what that looks like here. It pops them right into their borrower portal where they can start their loan application right here. The full 1003 is built into here. They don't have to leave the page. They can upload their basic documents we're going to need here. They can see their loan info. They can see the milestone of where their loan is at, which updates in real time as you go through the milestones on your end of doing the loan here. And so this is their borrower portal that they get to come into right away and fill out their application. Now let me show you what this looks like on your end. So this is what it looks like on your end once they've submitted an application. Notice it's all green here because it's 100% complete. And so what happened is this person submitted their application, and what we do is we pull credit as soon as they submit their application. And we do that, we pay for it up front instantly, automatically, pulls the credit once they submit their application. So that way, when you come into our system here, notice I clicked the Encompass API because we're going to be using our Encompass platform. But again, it's within the CRM. So it should look familiar to anybody who's used Encompass, but it's all built in here. Now, once they submit that application, it instantly pulls credit. So when you pull this up, the 1003 is already going to be loaded in. The credit is already going to be pulled and loaded in here. The liabilities are already going to be imported into here. All of that is already there for you automatically when you pull this up. Now, I do want to point out one thing here, which Nick was talking about earlier, which is the dual AUS. So the dual automated underwriting, you can click one button here to order Fannie or Freddie automated underwriting. You could do them separately if you want, but if you order them both at the same time here, what happens is it pulls them up side by side, and then our AI actually analyzes both of them and gives you the pointers of which one would be better for this particular situation. So definitely a cool feature there. Now, what you'll see here is we have all kinds of things back here to assist you. Like you can manage, you can manage the conditions here. You can request documents here. So for example, if you need a document, you can request it from them right there automatically. You can request a whole different packet. So whether it's you or your processor here, you can, say, hey, this is going to be a VA loan, and it'll send them all the documents we need for a VA loan. You could also request signatures. So you can have them sign these, and guess it sends them an email, lets them know they have something to sign. And when they log into their borrower portal, then they sign it right there. They don't have to leave the page. We have a full legal e-sign built in. So just like everything else, they don't have to leave their login. This is all going to happen within their login. And so as you do the loan, you see that it's all here in this one system. Now, what happens is even when the loan goes into underwriting, if we scroll down here, you'll see we have our underwriting conditions right here. And so this is where we can easily upload a document to fulfill the condition, again, whether it's you or your processor. And we could also dispute a condition and kick it back to the underwriter and say, hey, this is not a valid condition and this is why, right? So notice everything is here in this one system from start to finish, right? To taking somebody from a name, email, phone number, to communicating with them inside of the CRM, to quoting them in the CRM, to taking their application, to pulling credit, to originating the loan, to managing and fulfilling the conditions. All of that stuff happens here in this one system, one login for you and one login for your client. So now let's talk about where these leads come from in the first place. Right. So first and foremost, we send you leads from our ad campaigns. As Nick said, we come from a digital marketing background. And so we run all of our own ad campaigns. And what happens is when somebody clicks on one of our ads and double opts in to be contacted, you're sent a text message immediately so that you can claim that lead and call them within seconds. Right. It's all about calling them instantly. So you're going to be getting text messages all day where you can choose to pick up the lead or not. So I have a little screenshot here. This is just from the course of like a couple hours here on my test account. You'll notice business purpose DSCR, some regular purchase leads here, more business purpose DSCR leads. So you'll see here that these are going to be coming in all day, right? Those are our hot, fresh leads from our campaigns. Now, another way that we provide leads here is our auto dialer. So just like any other CRM, we have an auto dialer. We can call, 400 people in a day. There's a button to press to drop an automated text and email from you to them if they don't answer, right? You can press one button, it drops the text and email, and you move right on to the next call. And we provide the leads in here. So there's already leads in here, whether they're, actual DSCR for national, the ones from our campaigns, or maybe they are, we have cold call lists in here. We have realtor lists in here for you to call realtors as well to build those relationships. So there's always thousands of leads in here for you to call with the auto dialer. So that's another way that we provide you with leads. Now, another way to work leads in our system is that you can do your own advertising and we can manage your campaign for you. So what that means is that we can take the same ads that we use to get our leads, we can copy those, and you can put the budget on it. That way those leads go to you without a lead split, right? So if we're paying for the lead, there's a lead split on it. If you pay for the lead up front, there is no lead split on those, right? So we give you the option for us to the leads that we know close, that we know work. We can just copy those same ad campaigns, put your budget on it, those route directly to you with no lead split. So it's not required or anything, but if you want to boost your pipeline even more, if you want to get more deals at your full comp without the lead split on them, you can take it into your own hands and we can manage the campaigns for you. Another way to work leads in our system is to import leads. So if you're already buying leads or getting leads from another lead source, you can import those into our CRM instantly and automatically using your webhook that we give you here. So in real time, let's say you buy leads from Zillow or LendingTree or Free Rate Update or something like that. As soon as the lead comes into Free Rate Update, it goes into our CRM, so it's in your CRM. You get notified by email and text. You can call them and quote them and do everything you normally would for any other lead, right? So you can always bring leads in real time using the webhook that we give you from other lead sources. So whether they're leads that we're giving you from our ad campaigns or leads that we give you in the auto dialer or leads that you pay for yourself with a campaign we set up for you or leads that you import from some other lead source, every way possible there is to work leads, we provide you with that here in our system. So that is the demo of the back end there. Now, what I'm going to do is go ahead and turn it over to Jose, our sales manager, with 28 years of experience as a loan officer and a realtor, for him to kind of talk about how this all comes together in real life of closing loans. And then we'll open it up to questions. So go ahead, Jose.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar. So I can definitely help bring it together in reference to the amazing leads options and leads program and technology that we have. If you're definitely looking to boost your production, right, add some synergy to your business, this is the way to do it. Get out of your comfort zone on how you've been doing things in the past. Have a great quoting system, right? Looks nice and professional, really tight when it goes out, not just an email like here's your rate. I mean, a lot of different ways that this is going to improve your production, right? That's what we're talking about here, trying to increase your lending footprint. Some of you may not be doing non-QM loans right now. Maybe we're just doing agency, struggling a little bit with the rate situation. Well, non-QM, obviously rates are always important, but it's also about getting into the property, the product, all the different loan options that we have, all the different solutions that we have. And we help bring that all together with support as well. We've had situations where new MLOs to our industry, or one in particular, she was new to the company, new to non-QM, picked up a great deal, a lead through her own leads campaign, right? So that was going to be no lead split on that one. And it was a borrower that had been denied somewhere else, right? So then she picked up the lead and then scheduled a team leader meeting with me. And then we realized that what was the best option for her was not full doc, was not bank statement, but was a profit and loss loan. Not what she had in mind. And it had been denied by a previous lender, not the mortgage calculator, as a full doc loan. So through multiple structure meetings, we were able to close that deal in a little bit over 3 weeks, including an appraisal transfer, right? So again, this was possible through the support that we offer with our team leader meetings, but we also have, for example, as was already mentioned, our Zoom room, which is staffed by our in-house processors, compliance people, basically during working hours. Anytime we're open, the Zoom room is going to be open as well. Once you're cleared to originate, you get assigned to a team leader, right? Your team leader will be your source for all your structure meetings and for your file disclosures when it's an in-house file. As soon as a loan application is submitted by one of your borrowers, you get an email, your team leader gets an email, management gets an email, and we're all there replying to that email with some initial guidance for you so that then you can set up your team leader meeting within 24 hours to review the loan structure, get you going on that file, and hopefully if it's a triggered loan application, within 3 days, you'll be meeting with your team leader to get that file disclosed in-house. If it's a non-delegated deal where we're the lender, or at that point, clearing you to go get it disclosed by the lender, if it is a wholesale file where we are the broker. And if it is non-del, once the disclosures are signed, non-del where we are the lender, then once disclosures are signed, it gets assigned to our intake processor. They register it on the portal that you chose on the application. They submit it to underwriting, and they assign it to one of our processors so that as soon as the loan approval, the initial loan approval is received, your processor gets notice, reviews condition, updates the loan file, and you two then will meet, go over the conditions, and then start working on clearing conditions for the clear to close. And once you are clear to close, the file will get transferred to our closing department, CD goes out, and you close your deal. So many ways to get you going here. What we really don't want to happen is that you start spinning your wheels trying to figure it out. You have your team leaders, you got your processors, you got your Zoom room, you have us, many different ways for you to get going. You're not just going to be sitting there like happened at some of the jobs I had in the past. You go to a new organization, you sit in an office, and you just wonder what you're supposed to do because there's no written policies, procedures, knowledge center like we have, a lot of no real support other than you just got to figure it out, right? So that's not what we're about here at the Mortgage Calculator. We definitely want you to produce. We're here to provide all the support that you need and looking forward to assist you in structuring all those loans, increasing your lending footprint, and closing many non-QM loans.
All right, thank you, Jose. We will go ahead. I'm going to go over the next steps and then we'll open it up to questions. So when you are ready to get started, you can go to the mortgagecalculator.com/join. We'll drop the link there in the chat as well. And you'll sign up for the plan that's applicable to you. Again, if you're an active loan officer who's actively closing loans, so that would be, closing 6 loans in the last 12 months, you can go ahead and sign up as a senior loan officer, right? This is for loan officers who are, experienced and active, right? If not, that's totally fine. Join as a loan officer. And once you have that production, then you can move up to a senior loan officer. So go ahead and apply for the plan that's applicable. It's going to have you fill out a form, and then it's going to take you right to sign the compensation agreement right then. Now, you don't have to sign it right then. It's going to email you a copy as well. So take your time, look it over. But once you do sign that initial agreement, that's what kicks off the rest of the steps. That's when we'll reach out to get your ID documents, to sponsor your license in the NMLS, and all that kind of good stuff, right? So first step is to apply for the applicable plan, sign that initial agreement, and then we will reach out with the next steps. All right, with that being said, Nick, we can go ahead and stop recording then, and we'll get into the question